Okay, so one from this bunch here. Which one, guys? Which one shall I pick? I'm going to pick, I'll pick the middle one. Oh, and that's upside down as well. What is going on here? It feels as though some things are, I don't know, we'll have to work through it. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. So I have a feeling there could be some sort of detour energy in May. And perhaps for you guys especially, we will look into that a little bit more as we start to go through the reading. So if we head to that first column, which is the health column over here, we see the Wheel of Fortune, then the Princess of Cups or the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Now, it probably was a fact that these were reversed, which could be a bit indicative of a little bit more of this almost retrograde type planet energy going on, because if these were reversed, and I turned them around in the beginning thinking I'd picked up the deck the wrong way, but in fact there were heaps of cards in reversal position, and if that's the case and we put these back to that reversed position, you have 3 reversals here, 2 here, 3 there, and another one here. So there's a whole bunch of something that's either telling you that there is a stalling or a going back in time, or things that you need to reconsider or rethink or reponder, or something that you've been working through that has felt stuck or been arduous or been difficult. And that could also be part of the message when we think of the card that you got with the coyote, trust in divine detours. It feels as though some of you are being detoured, or you have been on a detour. And certainly as we come out of April globally, there will be so many people in this position. But maybe for you guys, Cancer, there's still something a little more intense going on in the background, or maybe the planetary alignments are swaying a little bit heavier for you. But let's come back to the health, and we see this Wheel of Fortune. Basically, this one is suggesting when change comes, don't fight it. We know that change is always an event horizon, that is something is always happening. The only constant thing in the universe is that nothing ever remains the same. And the Wheel of Fortune often means a really big change coming. So if this is in the health sector, this could be a great card in terms of change of fortune in your health. You may have gone through a bad health period and you are seeing something through to the other side, and you are being freed up of it. Period of releasing karmic issues. And for a lot of people on the planet, karmic issues fall in the perspective of health, whether it's physical health or mental health. So for some of you, this is a time frame where you may be able to free up. In particular, this card to me looks like some sort of wheel of strangeness that's coming through the cosmic or celestial time frame or timelines. So it looks as though it's taken past lives, current lives, destinies, all sorts of things into consideration. So I think for some of you this may relate to family karmic problems, also DNA issues with the family. So you might have been born into a family that suffers from certain health conditions like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but scoliosis, or mental health problems, or cancers, or heart diseases. So for some of you, this may be a turning point at which you are given a degree of freedom or change or ability to rise up like the phoenix from the ashes and free yourself to a degree. And so if for some of you it could be mental or emotional health, for others it could be physical. It might be something that you have managed to find an answer for in your own personal life and you're moving on. Now remember, these did come out reversed, but I said we'll turn them up this way. So because of that, I'm going to stick with it and turn them up this way. So the Princess of Cups or the Page of Cups, again, this is about new beginnings or ideas and something that you may be passionate about, or that it's come to you from the emotional perspective of love or the heart. So I feel some of you are getting a break in the heart, and this could be a break from pain, and it might be emotional pain or trauma or loss or grieving. So some of you might feel a freeing up of that, because this is the green chakra energy around this card, and it's got so much green in here. So for some of you, this is related to your heart health, and it's an emotional heart health, and it may be from karmic lives or past lives, or even situations that have tied you down or kept you feeling emotionally bereft, or not in fear, but destabilized, or as if you haven't been able to fully feel the joy or the release or something. But this could be coming. It might be changing into this new cycle and opening up for some reason. For some of you, this could be the sign of positivity around a physical heart health issue. And if it's not yourself, it may be relatives who are associated with this, which I think is slightly beneficial. Then we have this Ace of Cups, which you have had twice in this one reading, because there is the second Ace of Cups over here, which is in the relationship sector. So again, given that you've got these two cups in here, that one's a wand, for your health, I think your health and relationships may be tied up one way or another. This Ace of Cups is a beautiful card, and it comes to you here in this reading from the sacral or the base chakra area, which is about our creativity, our passion, our sexuality as well. It's also about family, home, finances, career, jobs, stability and grounding. But traditionally the Ace of Cups comes to us from above, like a message, a spiritual energy that enwraps us and creates this beautiful white light essence, and the possibility of some reinvigorated energy or zest or idea or love or healing or harmony. So there's still great propensity in here, I think, for the health to move into some new realm, and it may have to do with your emotional perspective. It may have to do with emotional healing for some of you. When we see the Nine of Wands, this is a little bit more challenging in as much that it says don't give up. If you've come a long way on a certain journey around your health perspectives, whether it's physical, emotional, mental or spiritual, you've come a long way. You've learned a lot. You've been through a lot. You've experienced a lot. Keep the passion and the ideas and the creativity and the steps moving forward, because at some point here, there's this door or window of opportunity opening to help bring in, I think for a lot of you, some sort of healing. So healing often is accompanied by forgiveness or acceptance or compassion. So a lot of those type of energies might be surrounding your health modality. And for some of you, it could be, as I've mentioned, physical heart health, or even to do with the lower base chakra areas of the body, such as the base or the sacral, which could involve things like the intestines or the bowel, like celiac disorder or irritable bowel syndrome, or even the hips, the base of the spine area. You might find a healing in those physical parts of the body as well. So let's move to this next one, which we've got 3 reversed cards, and this is around career and perhaps what you might do with your finances or how you might spend it. So why did they all come in upside down? Because May is definitely this month where we have a lot of retrograde energy from the planets, and a lot of things are going to start to go backwards or upside down. We know because of April how it has panned out globally. There's a massive issue with finances. It's almost like if you think of a cruise ship trundling along the ocean, and then suddenly it has to put its brakes on, and it takes a long time to stop, and then it comes to a stop, and then to try and get it going and turn it around again and bring it back in another direction, it's a lot of effort. Well, that's kind of the situation we'll be in as we head into May globally, with the financial reverberations of this whole event that's taken place. So I think what a lot of these cards are saying, especially this one here, which when it's upright is often about giving or receiving and having things in balance in life. Well, when we're here, we're slightly out of balance, and we can see that with these three as well. This card is often about if you are needing help or support in some way, whether it's through your career, whether it's through needing to look at new possibilities or ideas or concepts, the ideas could be there, the help could be there, the financial support could be there, but perhaps you're not looking at it in the right way. There's also a possibility with this one, the Eight of Coins reversed, that if some of you had been wanting to start a business or to carry on with your craft or grow it or extend it, or whether you were looking for a promotion within a company, that there's a possibility that there is still something out there, but again, you've got to look at it from a different perspective or angle to figure out how to make it happen again, to get everything back like this. And you believe me, you won't be the only ones. There'll be so many people globally that have to do this, rethink the strategies, look at them from a different angle. And you see how different the cards look when we actually turn them back up the right way. They even seem to have a different message. They have a different look. They have a different feeling. These pentacles now feel as though they're coming back down into the hands of the people who need them. Whereas when we had them turned up this way, it felt like they are falling out of our hands and away from it. So a lot of this is about perspective and looking into things in a different manner than you've been used to, and expanding your horizons to try and settle down or find the missing balance or find the missing funds if you are needing them. This one here, the Princess of Swords, could be an air sign person around you. It might be someone younger who could be interfering one way or another, causing a little bit of antagonism or angst. And it could be in this area of work. So it could be a co-worker or a young leading boss or manager of a department or something like that. They could be wanting to communicate, but you're either hearing it wrong or they're saying it in an aggressive manner that's really not gelling. So again, this is about seeing them from different perspectives and trying to fit it all together so that it makes sense and that you can find the answers and move forward. I think what it's telling us is there's a lot of work to be done around this sector, and a lot of breaking down of barriers and opening up new ideas and concepts as you move forward. If we come over here to this bunch, this is kind of for relationships. So relationships can be any sector. This can be jobs, it can be family, it can be your community, it can be siblings, it can be with yourself, and it can be, of course, with perhaps your romantic partner. So again, we had two reversals, the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Then we had, as the last card that came out, the Justice card in the upright position. Now again, the Justice card can represent an air sign person and sometimes a Libra person. And see, we have the scales back now, and this time they are upright and they're in balance. So as we move through the month, or possibly as we deal with certain aspects of things and put sense and logical and practicality into them, I think your balance comes back into play. These two reversed is not such a bad thing. It allows you to say or understand you may have been through quite a lot and feeling as though you've had the dark night of the soul, and you may have lost something or someone, or you may have felt betrayed, or you may have felt as though someone didn't understand you or give you support. And both of these seem to offer that. Given that they're the yellow borders here, they are around your solar plexus area, and this is your personal strength. So some of you may have had your strength zapped from you. Now, it might have been physical strength because of something like an illness, even the virus for some of you. So this is about regaining your strength and finding that as you move forward, there's some form of justice that's being played out. So if in relationships you had had someone or felt there was something where there was a lack of support, or some trust has been betrayed or broken, or people that you have been connected with one way or another, and for some of you this may have been in your career or your workplaces, if you feel there was some dishonesty, or there wasn't the support or cohesion within established protocols or relationships, it's being balanced out. And again, this is a card of karma, very much like that first card that arrived for you, which is this one, which is also a card of karma. And this is exactly what's happening around the globe at this time. We are being surrounded by the energies of Saturn and Pluto, and they are pulling things out of the dark, and they are addressing it and making us all face up to it and go through certain experiences. Some people would even have us say and believe that this virus thing, this whole event, is a karmic event for humanity. And it probably is, to be fair. This card, often in terms of relationships, when it turns up, also bodes well if you are having to attend any court hearings or events, especially for things like family custody or family court cases, even legal litigations to do with business dealings. If you have to appear in a court at some point, or you've served papers of some sort, the balance of favour will come back eventually. That's what the Justice card talks about. Sometimes this card, can turn up when there is the indication of separation or divorce as well. And this may not just be separation or divorce at a personal level. This can be the endings of a business relationship. So you could have been involved in a partnership in a business, or co-created something at the business type level, and that might be dissolving or be finishing or coming to an end. So there's a lot of different dynamics that these three could be referring to, and for some of you it's definitely business related somehow, or job or career related too. We come back to these two, which I haven't even addressed yet. They seem to be a little bit different than those three. We're back with this Ace of Cups, which is a truly beautiful card to behold, and people love seeing it in their readings, and especially when it comes in terms of relationships. This can be a new one, a blessed one that is offering hope and trust and faith and honourable support. It comes in from, as we say, the spiritual level, so it can often really affect you at a deep emotional level, and sometimes it's very personal. It can be a new relationship coming, such as a beautiful, close soulmate or love relationship. It can be fertility, so conception and pregnancies, conception of ideas as well. This one here is quite ambivalent. It's a little bit different, but I notice I've now put it surrounded between the two Aces of Cups, as if it has had some sort of lowering of its vibrational energy, because it's a card of ambivalence. It's a card when people sometimes have an offer put to them and they can't really see the full face value of it, and they go, no, not so excited about it. But what it makes me think is, with it surrounded by these two aces, which seem to offer some sort of spiritual uplifting, is an offer may come to you of some sort that involves your relationship sphere. And you may not think it's good enough, or you may not think the terms are right, or you may not be interested in the overall offer, but it's asking you to think again, because there could be some magic that is within these two chalices or cups. And it might be the magic of an idea or a conception or the relationship itself. This is about giving something time to evolve, something to be produced, something to turn into this reality, and it's about giving it the opportunity. So don't say no too quickly about any offers that come your way, because I think they might be really hidden treasures for you. They might be blessed almost, and I think they're worthy of taking this second look. Now, the offer may come from somebody you already know or from a relationship you're already in, and it might be the healing of this relationship. So the re-blending of it one way or another. I'm getting more the feeling that this is about personal relationships as opposed to career situations, but there's no reason why it may not also be in that realm. So plenty of graceful opportunity within the relationship sector for you. Let's put these down and move to this last card, which is the Coyote Spirit, and I will zoom that in for you so you can see the card, and we will read from the book because the words from the book are quite lovely as well. Now, this particular deck has two perspectives of the card, and I will read to you both of those perspectives. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Do you find that you are being led on a strange detour in your life right now? Gosh, I think we all are. Does it seem that what appears to be the next right action and the right choice, best situation or fabulous relationship unexpectedly turns into the opposite, or just disappears into thin air as if you've been tricked? Coyote Spirit's trickster energy is designed to bring you into situations to teach you lessons you have forgotten to learn. Perhaps you need a taste of failure before you experience success, a need to feel disappointment before you can truly appreciate the joy, love, and prosperity that is coming up for you. Perhaps you are revisiting a pattern you forgot wasn't in alignment with the life you are intending to co-create. Being reminded that gratitude, not complacency, will keep you awake and aware of all that is available to you in this moment. Coyote Spirit reminds you to laugh about the unexpected twists, to develop humility and gratitude while releasing your attachments to the form of your desires. Even when you suddenly find yourself on a detour, wondering when you will get back on track to manifesting what you desire, remember that Spirit has a plan and wants the best for you. Trust in divine order now. Coyote Spirit is a divine helper. No matter what seems to go astray, things are exactly as they are supposed to be. And that's another really good phrase to live by at the moment. This is it. This is how it's meant to be for whatever reason we are all experiencing life. And if we accept that, we fit into it and we just flow with it, and we find that the roadblocks start to dissipate. Now, the other part of this message is called a protection message, and some of you may find that you really resonate with this. So I will read this for you as well. Sometimes a goal is so enticing and alluring that you lose your footing in the pursuit. You begin to fixate on capturing this prize, whether it be an opportunity you have always wanted, a relationship with that elusive someone, or the promise of that big break. Coyote Spirit warns you that this trickster energy seducing you now will yield nothing but disappointment and unnecessary heartache if you let yourself be fooled. Great Spirit wants the best for you, so when your plans go topsy-turvy, know that Coyote Spirit is present to protect and bless you. Listen to her gentle warning not to take the world too seriously or become too attached to the form and timing of your desire. Something better is beckoning. If you learn your lessons and lighten your heart, it will not be long before you see that, crooked though the path may be, you were on the right one all along. And as I say, for now, that seems to be a really powerful, poignant message, not just for you guys, but for everyone.